Hi there and welcome to another Mickey's Roundtable adventure. If you've been watching my recent videos, you might notice a pattern. I've been going to see movies and then over to the parks for related attractions that are related to those movies. I did the Haunted Mansion, which just recently came out. And then as part of the Walt Disney Company's 100th anniversary, they've been re-releasing 8 classic movies over this summer 2023. And so I'll go see a movie and then go to the parks. So I had a very simple plan, a fantastic plan, a wonderful plan, a plan that wasn't going to work. I was going to park at Hollywood Studios, which is what I did, and then I was going to take the bus directly to Magic Kingdom. You can't take the bus directly between parks until 1:30 in the afternoon because you can't park hop until 2. So it's like, oh no, what do I do? Whatever bus came first, that was the one that I was going to take, either to the Polynesian, Grand Floridian, or the Contemporary. Polynesian came first, so I hopped on that bus, went over to the Polynesian, and then I was able to take the monorail to Magic Kingdom. Problem solved. Headed into Magic Kingdom, and at the back of Fantasyland, or New Fantasyland as some of us old timers like to call it, there are some Beauty and the Beast themed areas. There's like the whole, half of that whole back area is all Beauty and the Beast. There's 2 different restaurants and an attraction, the attraction being Enchanted Tales with Belle. It's not a ride, it's not really, it's kind of a show, but not, it's an interactive show. So the queue goes through Belle's Cottage, and it's like they pulled that thing right out of the movie and plopped it in the back of Magic Kingdom there. It's really cool. So you go in through the cottage, and then there's a back room. There's a workroom for Belle's father. And in that workroom, there's a magic mirror, not like the handheld like Belle has in the movie, but a great big one. So you're in the room with the other guests, and all of a sudden the magic mirror does all of its cool stuff, and then you are able to transport directly into the castle. And then you go into the library. Well, it's not the library from the movie. It must be like the second library. There you get to meet Belle.
Well, where are you, mademoiselle?
Lumiere.
Now.
Surprise! Guests that are in the audience, mostly kids, some adults, get to participate. They play different characters and they retell the tale for Belle and with Belle about how Belle and the Beast met. It's fun. It's mostly for kids, and they do try to include every kid they possibly can. So if your kid wants to participate, there is a good chance that they will be able to participate and get to meet Belle there and do the whole thing. From there, as I mentioned, there's 2 different restaurants. There's the Be Our Guest restaurant. That's the big fancy dining place. I didn't want to spend the money. I've been there a couple of times, but the ambiance, and it's like you're stepping into the Beast Castle. It's fantastic, but just as fantastic, right next door and a little bit lower budget and easier to get into is Gaston's Tavern. You go in, it's counter service, very much like the tavern in the movie. It's not an exact copy because they got to fit it into the land where it's at. It's kind of small. There's not a lot of table space, so if you can grab a table, good luck, since you can't park hop until 2 o'clock, and I had a little bit of time before I was going to go over to Epcot. I thought, you know what, let me catch the first part of the Festival of Fantasy parade. So I waited there out by the castle, and when it came around, if you're familiar with the Festival of Fantasy parade, the first float in the parade features Belle and the Beast at the front there, so I got to see them go by before I headed on out to the monorail over to Epcot. Since the Beauty and the Beast story originated in France, if you head over to the France Pavilion over there at Epcot, you'll find some Beauty and the Beast stuff. Primarily, there is a meet and greet with Belle. So I got my picture with Belle, so that was good, which I've done before, but because it was my Beauty and the Beast day again, you know, we're going to get our picture. At the various country pavilions there at Epcot and World Showcase, they'll play movies. And they'll have movies about the different countries and about their culture and history and all of that. Well, over the years, they've been adding in more Disney characters and things. So in addition to the movie about France, they also play this Beauty and the Beast sing-along. It doesn't focus on the story. It focuses on those classic Beauty and the Beast songs. Be Our Guest, Tale as Old as Time. Is that the name of the song? Beauty and the Beast. You don't want to hear me sing. Then I headed on over to Hollywood Studios, hopped on the Skyliner over at Hollywood Studios, down along Sunset Boulevard as you're heading to the Tower of Terror. Off on the right-hand side, there is a theater where they do a stage production of Beauty and the Beast. This is like the third time I've seen the same basic story told. It's a good thing, it's a good story with good characters, but this is like a Broadway stage musical production version.
She doesn't quite fit in. She really is a funny girl, a beauty but a funny girl. She really is a funny girl.
So from there, all I had left then was to head over to Disney Springs and catch the movie, the best version of it that I saw all day. So until next time, I've got some other videos planned, including one more movie-based video. I want to do The Lion King and then head over to Animal Kingdom and do some of the stuff over there that's related to The Lion King. But that's a future episode. This one's over. So until next time, we'll see you real soon.